What's going on, YouTube? It's No Chains coming to you live from PC Plaza, and I am here with another commentary. And we are finally here for week 1 of our NFL season in our connected franchise here in Madden 16 with the San Francisco 49ers. As you guys know, if you watched the last episode, I took over the 49ers as an owner, and we are getting set for week 1 versus the Minnesota Vikings at home. Let's get set for kickoff in this primetime matchup.
Sunday of the NFL. Hello, friends. Jed Nance along with Phil Sims. And Phil, it's the start of a whole new season. There's a sense of renewal in the air and all kinds of hope. And how do you feel about getting this season underway?
Well, there's all kinds of a lot of things. You got a lot of new players on each roster. You practice during the offseason. Very little during preseason games. Why? Because you're worried about injury. Can all these components fit together and give yourselves or give your team a chance to win? We'll find out some of those answers here today.
All right, folks. I hope you guys are excited as I am to get this new season underway. The San Francisco 49ers will be taking over on defense to start this 2015-2016 campaign. And the Vikings are going to do what they do best and hand it off to Adrian Peterson. But this time to no avail as he gets tackled in the backfield for a loss of 4. Michael Wilhoit making the play there. Teddy Bridgewater on third down, dropping back to pass under pressure of Eli Harold, and he will eventually get to him and bring him down for the sack. And that's a 3-and-out for the Minnesota Vikings. And that sends out Colin Kaepernick, as I mentioned in the previous video, probably the biggest question mark on this team. But I will not be making roster decisions based off of real-life performance. Everybody will have a chance to earn their spot, but Colin Kaepernick will be taken down by Brian Roberson, and that will force a 3rd down and long. Kaepernick from the shotgun formation going to throw this one up to Torrey Holt, and that should have been intercepted. Luckily, we will settle for a punt and give the ball back to this Minnesota Viking offense. Play action, Teddy Bridgewater, pretty nice pocket, going to throw a very accurate pass to Kyle Rudolph, but unable to corral it. And play action on 3rd down, and Teddy Bridgewater goes down again. 4th down and 21, gives the ball back to the San Francisco 49ers. We're trying a toss out to Carlos Hyde. This is going to be a very, very run-oriented offense, and we're going to hand it off to him again. I'm not sure what that was there at the end of that run. Cover the ball up, Carlos, and we're going to go play action to him this time on 1st down and 10. Kaepernick can't find anything, trying to beat the defender to the outside, does that and picks up a gain of about 7 yards there. We are driving right now. We're going to read option. Here's Colin Kaepernick with a nice juke move, and that allowed him to get the 1st down. Very nice play by him. He's going to throw on the run to Quentin Patton this time. First completion of the day for Kaepernick goes for 7 yards. 3rd down and 5. Colin Kaepernick again going to step up in the pocket, throw this one into Torrey Smith. And that is a 1st down. We're keeping this drive going. 1st down and 10. We're going to hand this one off to Carlos Hyde. He breaks a tackle or 2 and finally gets brought down by Greenway. No gain on that play. Forces 3rd down and 2 for Colin Kaepernick. This time the Vikings are ready for that option, and they shut it down before he can get past the marker. That causes us to settle for a field goal. So the 49ers strike first in this game, and we get an interception. Who is that? Is that Bethea? Antoine Bethea. Very nice play on the ball there. You know how Madden does that thing when you switch the camera angle, you end up running backwards instead of forward. Yeah, that's what just happened to me. I could have returned that for 6. But the 49ers aren't in business. Inside of the 40-yard line, we get a nice run by Reggie Bush all the way down to the 1-yard line. That easily could have went for 6. Nonetheless, a 36-yard pickup. Now we're going to hand it off to our bulldozer in Carlos Hyde on the goal line, and he punches it in, breaking a tackle along the way, and the San Francisco 49ers suddenly take control of this game. They are leading in this one 10-0 over the Minnesota Vikings, and there's a replay of the run by Carlos Hyde. Tough run, breaking the tackle of Chad Greenway along the way, and that's his first rushing touchdown of the season so far. They're going to go screen to Charles Johnson, and that's going to pick up about 5 yards there. 2nd down and 5, Bridgewater back to pass, getting chased around the pocket again, and this time it's Arik Armstead that gets to him, and that will force a 3rd down and 10. Teddy Bridgewater going play action, gets a pretty clean pocket this time, and he's going to throw this one up, and we get Eric Reed interfering with Charles Johnson there. That's going to be a pass interference on the defense. That's going to move their drive up past midfield. So tough play there. So 2nd down and 5. They're going to Adrian Peterson. He's going to pick up the new set of downs, move the chains. Only 5 rushes and 10 yards in this game so far. Doing a good job of blocking, giving Bridgewater enough time to get this one in to Kyle Rudolph, who takes this one inside the 10-yard line. 1st down and goal. They're going to Asiata, and he's going to punch this one in. And when the pressure was on for this Vikings offense, they performed. Of course, they did get help from a penalty, but nonetheless, they put points on the board. 7-10 is the score here. And so 2nd down and 19, we're going to dump this one off to Carlos Hyde. 3rd down and 10, Kaepernick going to find Quentin Patton again for the 1st down, which moves this drive up to the 40-yard line. Colin Kaepernick showing solid rapport with Quentin Patton there. This time, he's going to throw a screen to Anquan Bolden, and if he was just a few hairs faster, he's going to score 6 on that one. Nice throw off of the back foot by Kaepernick. Nice run after the catch by Anquan Bolden for 21 yards, who is down on the play. He won't return for at least a few plays. And there's Reggie Bush making himself known in the passing game, catching that play for a 1st down. Play action to Reggie Bush. We're going to get a rollout by Colin Kaepernick, and a very nice throw and catch. Keeping his feet in bounds and falling into the end zone is Quentin Patton, catching the touchdown. Very nice throw and catch. Very, very nice. That is what I like to see from Kaepernick. Rolling out, setting his feet, finding the open receiver, fitting that one in just above the head of the defensive back. And this Niners offense is looking very potent, but there you see a pretty bad miss by Teddy Bridgewater trying to find Charles Johnson. Could have been a touchdown, but nonetheless, on 3rd down, he's going to make up for that as he finds Mike Wallace over the middle for the 1st down. Here's Bridgewater again, shrugging off a tackle, going to find an open Stephon Diggs out of the University of Maryland, going to make a very nice play on the sideline. Teddy Bridgewater, great pass. And there's another one. This time it's to Jarius Wright. He's finding all of his receivers, and as I mentioned, this Vikings offense is very good at responding when their defense gives up a score, but this time Jarius Wright will not be able to cross the goal line. They will settle for a field goal, and that's going to take us into halftime with the 49ers leading 17-10, winning every halftime category: passing yards, rushing yards, average yards per play, and then we also have that takeaway. Such dominance at halftime hasn't really translated to a big lead for the 49ers. But here's Reggie Bush in the return game, going to get us pretty good field position up to the 43-yard line. So 3rd down and 4 on this first drive already. Colin Kaepernick is going to have to scramble and take it himself and slide down after a gain of about 9 yards that time. 1st down and 10. Colin Kaepernick is going to hand this one off to Carlos Hyde. He's going to shrug off 2 tackles. Going to try to cut this one out to the outside, but not quite getting there, but still very nice gain. And here he is again, trucking his way through the front 7 and taking this one into the secondary. And the Niners on the move again. Play action pass. This time we see Vance McDonald wide open. He's going to try to get to the pylon, and he does just that. Another touchdown for this 49ers offense. This time it's the tight end Vance McDonald doing the damage, and the 49ers take a commanding 24-10 lead. Very easy for Kaepernick to sit down there in the pocket. Our offensive line is doing a great job versus this front 7 and not allowing a pass rush to really get there. The Vikings, on the other hand, it has been a different story as their QB has been harassed all game. But he does find Mike Wallace for a 20-yard gain there. 3rd down and 6 later on in the drive. And this is almost intercepted by Acker that time. Teddy Bridgewater not playing well. Adrian Peterson nowhere to be found so far in this game. But we hit a gaping hole for Carlos Hyde, and he tries to finish that one by hurdling the defender, but that didn't quite work out. But here's Reggie Bush again on the screen, trying a stop juke there. Didn't quite time that right, and he gets taken down. 3rd down and 5. We're going to throw this one out to the left side of the field to Anquan Bolden, sure-handed receiver there, bringing that one in. Face mask on the end of the play is going to add 15 yards to that one. Here's Colin Kaepernick not knowing if he wants to run or pass, and gets tripped up by the shoelaces by the Vikings defender, and we will settle for another field goal, and this one is good. We take the lead 27-10. So now the 49ers can play a bit more comfortably in this game. 2nd down and 9 for the Vikings. Play action. They're going to get a wide open Kyle Rudolph, and he will get pushed out of bounds a little bit past midfield. This time they're going to hand it off to AD again, finally. They haven't seen too much of him, only 8 rushes, and one would think that he would have been the focal point of this offense, but 4th down and 4, and the Vikings are able to convert that 4th down play as they're going to try to score again when the pressure is on. They need something here, but here's Adrian Peterson cutting this one back to the inside off of the screen. Not sure why he did that, but Teddy Bridgewater is going to find Stephon Diggs on the sideline. 3rd down and goal from the 4. They're going to get a pass caught in the end zone by Kyle Rudolph. Very easily could have been picked off, but the safety just couldn't quite get there in time. 3rd down and 10 for this offense. We're going to find Jerome Simpson, as we will go 3 and out and give the Vikings a chance to cut this lead to 1 score, but not on the watch of Aaron Lynch as he brings down Teddy Bridgewater and continues the full-on assault of this quarterback by this front 7. Following that sack, Teddy Bridgewater will find Charles Johnson over the middle, and nobody has persevered in this game as much as Teddy Bridgewater. He's taken hit after hit, but still standing in the pocket and finding his receivers. Later on in the drive, past midfield, they are faced with a 4th down and 7. Let's see if they can convert and give themselves a chance to tie or win this game. And there's a bad pass by Teddy Bridgewater, not even giving his receiver a chance. And with 2 minutes left, we just need a few first downs and we can run this clock out. And there's Kaepernick. Should have slid there, but being brought down after picking up the first down. 3rd down and 2. The Vikings are out of timeouts. We need a first down here, and Carlos Hyde will get that first down, and that's going to do it for the Vikings. They are unable to complete their comeback attempt, and the 49ers will start off their 2015 campaign 1-0. Along with being 1-0 at home in front of their hometown crowd. And it's always a great feeling when you give your home crowd something to cheer about and start off the year with a win. Definitely giving some confidence to this team. Won in a convincing fashion. Very nice display by the offense. Caught fire there in the 2nd and 3rd quarter. The defense played lights out pretty much all game. They gave up 2 touchdowns, but they really got after the quarterback and covered these receivers pretty well. Stephon Diggs did do pretty well against us, but as a whole, this defense played very well as a unit. Now, Adrian Peterson, I'm not sure if this is a sign of things to come for this front 7, but Adrian Peterson only had 22 yards, only 9 carries, which is eerily similar to how his numbers were in real life. They barely used him in week 1 versus the 49ers, which was pretty puzzling to everybody. Of course, he's coming off of that suspension. Maybe that's why. Maybe they just wanted to gradually have him shake off the rust. Who knows? But anyway, as far as our receiving goes, Quentin Patton definitely was the standout there. Played very, very well catching the touchdown pass there. Torrey Smith didn't do too much. Neither did Anquan Bolden. But, of course, this was a very run-heavy offense. Reggie Bush and Carlos Hyde definitely led us in this game as far as the big plays. Kaepernick did pretty well managing the game, and that's what we want from him week in and week out. We're not going to ask him to do too much. We just need him to manage the game. We're going to hand the ball off a lot to our 2 running backs in Reggie Bush and Carlos Hyde. And of course, we do have Colin Kaepernick taking some carries as well, along with Jared Hayne. So this was just a solid win. This is exactly how I want to play football throughout this season with this team. I want to pound the ball, pound the ball, pound the ball, pass where we need to, catch the defense off guard, with play actions and things like that. A few QB runs here and there, and I think we'll be all right. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Keep a lookout for week 2 in a very good game versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. You guys don't want to miss that one. I'll see you there. Later.